Good morning. Welcome to Audrey's Southern Cooking. How are you today? Today, you can look at this two ways. This is either my very last video of 2021 or my very first video of 2022. Actually, I'll be showing you this a couple days before New Year's, so it will be my last video of 2021. I'm very excited about that. So, as I talked to you before in the last video, with my Christmas cookies that we did, those turned out so well. I was so proud of those cookies. So what we're gonna do is a New Year's good luck food that most Southern people cook. Now, granted, one family may cook one food, another family may cook something different, but it all boils down to this kind of the basic same thing. We're gonna use smoked jowl. That's how it looks. I'm using a couple whole peas. You can use black-eyed peas. I think my mother used to use black-eyed peas. You're gonna need a pot. I'm gonna use an onion and just salt and pepper, garlic salt if you want. Put a little garlic in it if you want to. So basically this is for the old timers is what I get. Used to have their traditions for good luck for the new year. So you have the beans or the peas for your vegetables. And of course, way back in the day, they used to raise a lot of hogs. So hog jowls would be a good omen for the rest of the year that you're gonna have great luck. I haven't done this in several years. So we're gonna do it this year. And we're gonna test it and see if my luck don't change this year. Not that I've had horrible luck, don't get me wrong. But I've got some big plans for my channel here. So I'm gonna need all the luck I can get for it. All right, well, let's lower the camera down and let's get started. All right, here we go. So I've got my little cutting board. Just got a little small onion. I'm just gonna do a small batch because honestly, it's just me and my boyfriend. So I guess before I get started cutting, get you a pot and have it ready to go. I didn't put any water in it yet because I want to see how much I need in there. So what I'm doing, I'm just gonna slice this onion up. I'm just gonna, well, not slice it, I'm gonna chop it up. And if you don't want onion in it, you know, don't do that onion. Do whatever seasonings you like. By all means, do what you want to season this up. This is just how I'm gonna do it. So I'm just chopping it. No big deal, just chopping. And I'm not gonna chop it like real small because it's gonna simmer for a little bit and these onions will cook down. Just putting these in my pot. All right, so we're gonna take some beans. Be careful with your knife if you use that. You might want to use scissors. And just put however many you think you want in here. Ooh, that onion is strong, y'all. Ooh, I'll have to move that. As far as your smoked jowl, just put however much you think you're gonna need for some seasoning. I'm not gonna lie, us Southern folks like our smoked jowl, smoked ham hocks. Oh. So I'm shutting it, what I'm doing is kind of making it into little smaller chunks. And that way when it cooks down, it'll be more tender. And it's gonna be good to eat if you wanna eat it. And this is good for seasoning, this smoked meat. So if you can find any kind of smoked turkey wings, turkey tails, I would encourage you to try it if you have not already. Speaking of smoked turkey, yesterday here in Mississippi, today, this weekend is actually pretty warm. It's in the 70s. So yesterday my boyfriend took a turkey and took it outside and smoked it in the smoker. what I may do is try to get a picture of that for you and put it in the video towards the end of the video, just so you can see his turkey and look how actually gorgeous it turned out. All right, so I just put in, a few pieces. I didn't put in a lot. And then we're just gonna season it. Season this to taste. And you're gonna have to cook it a minute. Cook it a little while and just taste it. And if it needs more seasoning, add more. If you feel like you may have added too much, so try not to add too much at the beginning. So I just put salt and pepper, put a little garlic powder in there for me. Y'all know me and my garlic. Whoops. Bad thing about the humidity down here, especially with this garlic powder, it tends to get harder. All right, so I'm just gonna add water. We're gonna move to the stove real quick and I'm just gonna show you what we're gonna do. All right, welcome to the stove. So as you see, I've just set it on the stove. I've turned it up on pretty high. We'll bring this to a boil. And basically what we're gonna do is once this starts cooking, I'm just gonna turn it down. And this is gonna cook half an hour to an hour. Just kind of depends, just taste your beans. The meat is already done, it's smoked, so all you're doing is adding flavor. Your purple hull peas or black eyed peas or whatever, if you're using frozen vegetables, they should have already been blanched, so they're half cooked. So these shouldn't take a long, long time to cook. What we used to call it is a mess. Just a mess of beans. A mess of beans or a mess of greens is just enough for a help, for one family, one sit down and eat. Whether it's your whole family or just you. It's just a mess of greens. I know. I'm gonna teach y'all some southern slang as we go. So we're just gonna cook these. And when they are done or close to done, we will come back. And then we're gonna do a taste test. All right, I'll see you in a little bit. All right, welcome back to the stove. Just turn this off. Let's go back to the counter and we'll do a little taste test. All right, here we are at the counter. Let's put a little bit in a bowl. Ooh, do you see all that steam? Now I did cook the water pretty much down. You can cook it how you want. We're just gonna get a little bit to try here. Look at that. So I got me some fat back on there, some little hog jowls, and some onions and purple whole peas. That's delicious. Let me raise your camera up so you can see. All right. That is delicious. Now some people may not like the texture of this fat back because it has skin on it, but it's cooked down. If you let it cook, I let it cook about 45 minutes, about 50 minutes. So it's really tender. The skin is very chewable. Not hard to chew at all. That's really good. No. What my mom did was she had a lot of water in it, so it made a juice. We made cornbread. What I would do, take cornbread and you take a piece, cut in half, and you lay it out like this. Pour that juice on it with those beans. Oh. Lord have mercy, that's good. So I'm gonna have to do that with these. Add a little bit more juice, cook it just a little bit longer, just enough to get that juice flavor. That's delicious, y'all. And that will hopefully help me have some great luck for the year 2022. I have big goals for 2022, big goals. So I'm hoping that this will help. And I hope that you will help as well. I appreciate y'all watching me this whole year. Oh my gosh, it's been a journey and I am thrilled to have been on it. So we're gonna start a new journey next year. There's gonna be some changes, but I don't know exactly what all. So I'm taking a couple weeks off here just to relax and recoup. So we will be back around the 10th of January with a video, with our first video of the year. But until then, you'll have a happy New Year's and be safe. And I will see y'all next year. Y'all have a great day.